So this question is if you could choose to have a talent,
Have what?
have a talent.
A talent?
If you could have a talent, what talent would you choose? What do you wish you could do?
This is terrible. To be a professional baseball player.
Why is that terrible?
I mean, it sounds so. I'm an old female, and that was always one of my dreams.
Well, it's
to
like
be
that.
a professional baseball player, to be a jet pilot, to be a stock car racer, and that was my tomboy background.
And so those would be the things you would want to be able to do.
Yeah, and I was told that nice girls didn't do things like that, and I had no idea what nice had to do with all that.
Well, I'm sure there's women right now driving down the Winter Nationals there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
John Force's girls
Yeah.
drive. Yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of women driving now.
So out of those, you said a race car driver,
A jet pilot.
a jet pilot. Of those three, which would you prefer the most?
Baseball player.
Ah, okay. So that's the talent
Baseball
you wish you
my
had.
love. I learned to play baseball because I lived in a neighborhood with all boys, and they would not play dolls or anything.
Right.
So I learned to play baseball and all these boy things, which in reality were very helpful as I get older.
How so?
Oh, you know, it gave me strength, and I don't know. It was a whole different thing. See, and I always liked to be a cop, which I got to be a pseudo cop for a good number of years.
Get to boss people around.
No, I like the detective angle of it. I said once that I was nosy, and my other daughter said to me, "No, Mom, you're curious." I said, "No, I'm nosy." That's why I'd make a good detective. Well, we got to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. Start looking at all the angles and figure out what the heck's going on, huh? Yeah, being a detective might be fun, but then you'd have to look at dead bodies, and you'd have to do all the beat cops and earn your spot, you know?
Yeah. Well, I got to look at dead bodies anyhow.
When was
At
that?
the police department. Oh, sometimes
For real or pictures?
I had to stay with the body and wait for the coroner. And the coroner in LA County is around to it.
When was that?
Oh, when I was with the police department.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Under the yellow tarp.
Oh my goodness.
When a guy impaled himself on the fence that was where you get onto the freeway, the old ramp before it went through.
Right.
He impaled himself on his motorcycle on the fence.
Oh, lovely.
So, yeah.
So you've done a number of interesting things.
Yeah. And as I say, the LA coroner's in no hurry unless it's something out of the ordinary.
Yep.
When he gets there, he gets there.
Well, they've got a lot to look at. There's a lot of things a lot of things going on around LA, so.
But being with the police department made me very aware of what's going on around me. You know. I see things that other people don't see.
So it's interesting, baseball would still take precedence over being a cop, huh?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And I always said professional baseball could be something that a woman could do fine. Football, no. Baseball, yes.
Yeah.
So.
Very interesting.
But my mother, bless her heart, she could dance and ice skate. That's all she was interested in. She was not interested in sports. But I was on a gymnastics team too, and I think that's what gave me a lot of the strength.
Well, you said you could climb the ropes at Laurel, and I know I've never been able to do a pull-up or climb ropes.
Yeah, climb up and then put my feet on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Kay and I could do that.
Yeah.
We're the only ones in the class that could do it.
Yep. So most women, I think, don't have that kind of upper body strength.
Yeah. But I found out when you only have one functioning leg, you can't get up off the floor because they need two legs to be able to push.
Yep. Unless you're pulling up on something, but you had nothing to pull up on.
Nothing to. I wasn't going to pull up on the chair like
Sure.
that. It would just fall over.
Sure. Okay, so anything more about your talents?
I don't know. Nothing too spectacular.
Shall we do another question?
Yeah. I saved earthworms for Grandma Vaughn. Put them in my pocket.
That's not a talent. That's pretty yucky.
I told her I had something, and
see, you're curious, just like Nancy said, right?
Yeah. And she put her hands in the pocket and hauled out a worm and said, "Oh my goodness, you're collecting worms." She never flinched.
I don't think of Grandma as being a gardener per se. I don't remember her.
African violets.
Yeah?
She grew African violets.
But other than that, it's like she didn't like to go work in the yard or plant a garden or anything. That wasn't her cup of tea.
Yeah, just like it wasn't mine, really. I said I could kill a plastic plant.
Well, that one over there's not dead, so you're doing better.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what your next one is.